Today, I'm going to show you how to draw eyes in the front, 3/4 view, and side viewpoints. Feel free to grab your sketchbook and follow along with me. So let's get started. The first thing that I do is I draw the eye shape. So eyes come in different shapes and sizes, and I draw eyes differently depending on my reference photo. Here are some examples of eyes that I have drawn in the past. As you can see, the eye shapes are different. So to help you understand, I am going to put a few reference photos on the screen while I draw different eye shapes. I always draw the eye shape first, but I know some artists that draw the eyeball first. It all depends on you. For the side view, I always draw a triangle like so, but you can draw the triangle skinny, wide, big, depending on the eye that you're drawing. And also it depends on if the eye is open, semi-closed, or closed, or the character would be making a certain face expression. It all depends, and it varies. I've always had trouble doing this viewpoint, so I can't really explain it that well. Hopefully, me drawing it helps you understand a little bit better. This is probably one of the easiest parts of drawing an eye. I like to draw a circle and then I erase the circle that is not in the eye, or sometimes I just sketch it out without drawing a full circle. It depends on how precise I want the drawing to look, or sometimes I'm just being lazy. And just make sure if you draw one eye looking one way, then make sure you draw the other eye looking another way, unless you're drawing someone with a cross-eyed or with a lazy eye. So now it's time to draw the details, which is one of my favorites. I always make the top of the eye thick for the upper lash line because that's my style and that's what I like. And next I shade the eyeball, and I always make the outer edge of the eyeball darker and lighter in the middle. And I don't shade all of my eyes the same because I don't use the same supplies. But for the pencil and charcoal drawings, that's what I do. I shade like this for the most part. Then I draw the lashes, and when drawing lashes, you want to make the lashes go toward the outer edge of the eye, like draw them outward, and then like towards like the middle of the eye, draw them upward, like towards the eyebrows, and then toward the inner eye, draw them like going the opposite direction, as you can see as I'm doing now, because obviously I can't explain very well. And I hope this makes sense. I did draw arrows to help you. And then I draw eyelids, and I don't always draw eyelids, but I just did it for the sake of this video. Just the eyelid crease, that's what I draw, and then I'll shade it later. When shading, it depends on the lighting, but usually I shade in the corner above the eye where the eyebrow goes, and I also shade below the eye, and I leave a highlight in the brow area. I don't shade on the eyebrow bone. I should have drawn an eyebrow to demonstrate, but I forgot. And I just shade around the eye, and if there's like a nose, like for the 3/4 person, I just shade that too because that's kind of close to the eye as well. And I also shade the eyelids, and sometimes I do a little shading on the eyelashes as well. So for this last step, I touch up the eyelashes and I smudge them a little sometimes, and also like to smudge the part where I made it thick on the upper eyelash line. And I also like to just make changes that I don't like, and I also add highlights. I try to do that here, but I don't know why, it just wasn't working. I don't know why these gel pens don't work on graphite and charcoal for me. I don't know why. But yeah, I tried two different brands and they just did not work. I was actually, as you can see, I'm kind of frustrated. But yeah. This one can be a little daunting and hard, but it works for me sometimes, and it might work for you. Then that's good. And then take a ruler and just measure like every single detail, like measure like the length, the width, the height of the eyeball, of the eye itself, and everything else. So this is the method that I use majority of the time, and I just make a lines where the eye starts and where the eye ends, and I also make lines on the top and the bottom of the eyes. This one can be a little tricky sometimes, but it works for me and it might work for you. So this one is the easiest one. Just trace the eye, flip the paper, and put the tracing paper under the paper that you're drawing on, and then trace that. Yeah, pretty simple. And this one I drew a little crooked, but because I couldn't really see the paper under there that well. So make sure you can actually see the paper before you start drawing. This one is another hard one for me. I try to observe sometimes when I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing the grid method. And it's hard for me just to look at the eye and try to draw it the best that I can. But sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. It all depends, honestly. This only works when I am drawing the eyelids and the eyelashes with the eye. As you can see, looks all crooked and lopsided and whatever. So, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, give it a thumbs up so I know. And comment down below any tutorials you want me to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!